Alive and Awakened is produced, edited, and mixed at The Dream in Austin, Texas. Visit thedreamrecordingstudio.com for more info.
What you feel like you've been missing is not a relationship with someone else or the right amount of money or the perfect job. The missingness that you're feeling is the connection with yourself. Hey guys, Regina here. Welcome back to the podcast. Today we have a great episode that you're going to hear about me coaching and talking about getting out of your own way and getting back into that high vibe state of being. And my hope is, I'm hoping that these episodes will help serve you in some way deeply, that you're able to find some sort of connection. It's really, truly amazing how what really is personal ends up really being universal, not just from what I'm sharing, but whatever each and every one of us is going through. So I invite you to go ahead and sit back and relax and just give yourself the opportunity to go ahead and listen to today's message. You're here listening to this podcast, and you're actually here on the planet because your desire to do so is way more abundant. It's proportionally so much stronger than the resistance of your ego, right? And so there requires this practice of letting go, of surrendering, of disengaging, if you will. And I was referring to it as getting out of your own way. And when we get out of our own way, the universe conspires to, in the unseen realm, to bring everything to us and removes the obstacles out of the way. And things just start to show up. Things begin to happen. And it's about you truly listening for the feeling rather than seeing it with your human eyes, right? It's about listening through your emotions and feelings about what the next step is for you. Like, you're receiving the downloads. When you're in a higher vibrational state of being, you receive downloads. You receive the next guidance system of what's to be next, right? It's not about overly thinking, are you worthy of something? Should I go in that direction? Wait, why did that person pop into my mind? It's a matter of trust. That's about getting out of your own way, just setting the ego aside and seeing it through the eyes of Source, through the eyes of the divine. And this takes practice. And it takes practice not necessarily by hearing what others say all the time. However, I appreciate you listening to the podcast, but it takes practice of you moving through life experiences yourself and then listening to your intuition, just like that of the high priestess, right? And that release state of being, that letting go, that surrendering, that practice of disengaging, that's the true spiritual transformation, allowing you to move forward. This will be the transformational key that has been having you seek. Because what you're seeking is seeking you. This will be the transformational key that has been missing from each and every one of us, because we have ourselves stuck in being so busy. We think we have to be so busy and take so much action and like overthink things. But it's not about any longer living from the neck up, but it's rather living from the neck down. It's actually getting into your true heart's desire, your feelings and your emotions. That's the feminine energy of self. It's your ability to receive your good, to receive the messages, to receive the downloads that are coming your way. Thinking in terms of lack or not being worthy, or in a mindset of fear or scarcity, is not universal law whatsoever. It's not being harmoniously in resonance with your dreams. Your purpose here is to go ahead and dream the impossible. We come from a society, a culture that tells us, yeah, have these dreams and so forth, but But you can't do it that way. You better be, have yourself set up, with this kind of job or this kind of relationship, when it's not that at all. You have to become a vibrational match with that which you desire, which, by the way, already exists. So when you go ahead and you dream the impossible, the universe, divine source, removes the obstacles for you. We've all heard that saying, like, leap and the net will appear. Well, that is so much of truth, right? You have to have that inner knowingness, that faith, that trust within, that when you go ahead and take the leap, the universe is there to catch you. The net is there. But our fear and our scarcity has us waiting around because it's the other way around. So many of us are living in terms of we have ourselves in relationships, and we actually are like, know that the relationship may not be good for us, but yet we stay in the relationship until the next one shows up. But really what you're doing is just making a lateral move, which is you staying in your comfort zone. It doesn't offer growth or transformation whatsoever. The true release, the true disengagement and letting go is the ending of a phase or a situation. That's where you have the spiritual transformation to move on, to gain that great inner strength where you release those harsh judgments upon yourself, and you have these powerful revelations from the inside out that leads to true change. That's where you get to spread your wings and fly, my friends. That's taking the leap and allowing the net to appear. If you're like most, and I know you're not, because you wouldn't be here listening to this, if you're waiting for the next person, situation, or job to show up before you take that leap of faith, the only thing you're going to do is burn yourself out, is truly exhaust yourself. Friends, and we've all been there before. We've all spent enough time with our internal spiritual relationship with the divine and thought that we've had too much to do rather than taking time to meditate, or we have emails to answer or kids to pick up from school rather than to sit in quiet time and to really trust from the inside out. Well, friends, this is why we have ourselves wondering why nothing is changing, because the inside hasn't changed. It really gets to be that simple, warriors. It really is about understanding that it's the inner work that needs to be done in order to close that gap between your desires and your manifestations. It's that inner connection. It's you getting out of your own way to get back in that high vibrational state of being. Because you can't create from that place of lack. You cannot create from a place of unworthiness. But from confidence you can, from love you can, but from a place of joy you can create from that space. It's only from a place, a space, a position of alignment, of you being in your high vibrational state of being, that you could truly fulfill your soul's purpose, your calling, your dreams and your desires. This knowingness is within you. It has never been without you. What you feel like you've been missing is not a relationship with someone else or the right amount of money or the perfect job. The missingness that you're feeling is the connection with yourself. And you're the one that has to be willing to take the leap. You're the one that has to do the work. You're the one that needs to understand and recognize your worthiness. You're the one that has to answer the call to the seat of your soul. You're the one that has to be willing to get out of your own way. You're the one that has to return your way back to your high vibrational state of being. It's not outside of you. It never has been. It's been an inside job all along. As we take the time to clear the clutter, to have the patience with self, and listen carefully to our intuition, what we want before acting, we then can take charge of the situation. And then we leap and we trust in that net. It's a knowingness. That's what the trust is. The trust in the net is a knowingness before you even begin to take the leap. And when you do, the divine, pure source, God, is ready to take you to levels of higher influence. It's when you turn into high vibrations and awaken your inner magic, your love, and your clarity of your purpose, right? It's these positive affirmations of this knowingness, like you're breathing alignment into your body, that the entire universe exists in every cell, and it's perfectly unfolding as you surrender into what is, and you allow yourself to flow with the natural movements of life, trusting that you are exactly where you're meant to be at this time, trusting the universe, trusting your soul, trusting your body, trusting your heart, awakening to your wholeness and your love. That you're here for yourself with love and compassion. This high vibe state of being only comes when you recognize it from within. I want to thank you for joining me. If you're enjoying this podcast, I would love for you to go ahead and hit the follow or subscribe button, maybe leave a rating and a review, or share this podcast with any friends or family. Until the next time, much love and many blessings.